Hello, everyone. Today, we'll be exploring the tale of the Enchanted Types from American Fairy Tales by Frank Baum. In the bustling city of New York, a young aspiring writer named Charles discovered an old typewriter in the dusty corner of a small antique shop. Its tarnished metal frame and yellowing keys immediately caught his attention. Intrigued by its unusual design, Charles purchased the typewriter and took it back to his small apartment. Upon further examination, Charles noticed that the typewriter was unlike any he had ever seen before. The keys were inscribed with strange symbols that resembled no language he had ever encountered. Despite its peculiarities, Charles felt a strong connection to the old machine, as if it were calling out to him. Deciding to give the typewriter a try, Charles began typing a story about a young girl who discovered a magical realm hidden deep within a forest. As he typed, the strange symbols on the keys seemed to dance beneath his fingertips, filling him with a sense of wonder and excitement. As the days passed, Charles became more and more engrossed in his story. The characters came to life on the page, and the world he had created felt almost real. He was so absorbed in his writing that he failed to notice that the ink from the typewriter was unlike any other. The enchanted ink was imbued with a powerful magic that brought the words on the page to life, quite literally. Unbeknownst to Charles, the characters and creatures he wrote about began to appear in the city, causing quite a stir among the residents. News of the strange occurrences spread quickly throughout the city. People spoke in hushed tones of the creatures that seemed to have sprung from the pages of a fairy tale, and fear began to take hold. The authorities were at a loss as to how to deal with the situation, and panic threatened to engulf the city. Meanwhile, Charles remained blissfully unaware of the chaos his writing had caused. He continued to work tirelessly on his story, the enchanted ink flowing freely onto the pages. It wasn't until Charles took a break from his writing and ventured out into the city that he discovered the truth. He was astonished to see the very characters and creatures he had written about wandering the streets, interacting with the bewildered residents. Horrified by the realization that his typewriter was the cause of the city's troubles, Charles knew that he had to find a way to reverse the enchantment and return the creatures to their world. He returned to his apartment, desperately searching the old typewriter for clues as to how to break the spell. In his search for answers, Charles came across a hidden compartment in the typewriter that held a small, leather-bound book. The book, titled The Secrets of the Enchanted Types, detailed the history and powers of the magical typewriter. Charles learned that the typewriter had once belonged to a powerful sorcerer who used it to create magical worlds and creatures. The book also revealed that the enchantment could be undone by writing a story in which the characters and creatures found their way back to their own world. With newfound determination, Charles began to write the story that would reverse the enchantment. He crafted a tale filled with adventure, danger, and a quest for the characters to find their way home. As Charles typed the final words of the story, a brilliant flash of light filled his apartment, and the enchanted ink on the pages began to shimmer and fade. The characters and creatures he had brought to life were drawn back into the pages, disappearing from the city as if they had never been there at all. As the last of the characters and creatures vanished, the city of New York breathed a collective sigh of relief. The strange occurrences that had plagued the city were now nothing more than whispers and memories. Grateful for the knowledge he had gained from the enchanted typewriter, Charles decided that it was too powerful and dangerous to keep. He returned to the antique shop where he had first discovered the typewriter and entrusted it to the owner, along with the Book of Secrets, asking him to ensure that it never fell into the wrong hands again. With the enchanted typewriter gone, Charles felt a profound sense of loss. He had come to love the characters and creatures he had created and worried that he would never again feel the same connection to his writing. But as he sat down at his ordinary typewriter, he realized that the true magic had been within him all along. The enchanted typewriter had merely awakened the power of his imagination, and the adventures he had shared with his characters would live on forever in his heart.